been a while. And right off the bat, I want to tell you what the weather is very quickly for people that are impatient and doesn't want to wait for the information. Today is the last day of this pesky low pressure system hanging around, giving us clouds, pesky showers here and there throughout the region. It's going to end up becoming a lot warmer and sunnier ahead of a cold front Friday afternoon that will create showers and thunderstorms throughout the day on Friday, lingering into Saturday morning. This weekend is going to be under high pressure, very low humidity, and temperatures in the mid 70s. After Thursday and Friday should be in the low 80s. And by the time we get to next week, Monday, we'll be getting towards like 80-ish, and then we're going to be in the probably upper 80s, low 90s, pretty much all the way through Tuesday through like I think like Thursday or Friday. It's going to be our first heat wave in Massachusetts, where the heat wave is 3 days of 90 and above, and some places might actually get that way coming next week. I don't really see much rain in the picture either. I think maybe a little bit of rain, like I said, Friday into Saturday morning from a cold front, and then maybe towards the end of the week, maybe Friday or Saturday again, there will be a chance for another cold front coming through, and that will end the heat blast next week. So without further ado, that is the summary there, and I want to set up my... Oh, that's why my tablet beeps. So someone went live on Twitch. Hey, how you doing? That's good to know that this little feature on my streaming software never worked right. And now I tested it the other day with my buddy for about 38 minutes or so, and it's working right. So I see it. You just said hello. That's good to know. I haven't done a live stream in a while because lately I just haven't been having the motivation to do so. You know, when I live stream basically to myself, and I'm getting a little sick and tired of this because I have a lot of knowledge from 10 years of doing forecasting, and I don't get any viewership, which is kind of annoying. You know, I've been publishing weather videos. Yeah, of course I'm working a lot. I worked 7 straight days in a row, I think last week, had 2 days off to work 3, then had 1 day off to work 5, and this is this week. Yeah, so I haven't really had a lot of time to really... Yep. Why is this taking so long to load? I'm trying to open up my Cititing page here, and it's taking forever. There it is. I finally have Saturday and Sunday off. I got 2 more days this week, and then some of the other folks can deal with the stupid weekend stuff. So, okay, there's my splash screen right there, saying that my data comes from weather.cod.edu, tropical tidbits. I'm going to use weather.us today to show you something. There's my disclaimer, so people don't say, oh, you're sending misleading information over the internet. It's just only for fun and informational purposes only. If you're trying to get me in trouble for something like this, it's your own fault. If you really want weather data, there's TV outlets, there's National Weather Service, there's weather apps that you can use. I'm basically here for people that really care for my forecasting. So that's why I have a disclaimer there, because they can't get me in trouble, because it's only for informational and fun only on YouTube. You mean you can take me seriously? I know people take a couple YouTubers really seriously because they are supposedly popular. I should be popular, but I guess YouTube doesn't know how to use the algorithm to tell people that I'm a meteorologist. I don't know. I have my YouTube channel for a long time, and I basically only get viewership because of my gaming content, really. So, without further ado, let's look at some of the maps. Let's put this screensaver back on here and open up my browser. I was in the sun and now I'm not in the sun. I gotta move my chair. Come on, I went out here to live stream because the sun was pretty nice, and now I can't feel it. Let me move in the sun again. Okay, so I want to first show off this tool right here. If it works, yes. This is one I want to show. In the beginning, I did a very, very quick summary of what is going to happen. And if you don't believe what I say, you can use these tools here, and you can understand why I gotta get an outcome. I try to say to people at work, don't use a weather app. Use this website right here. I know it may be difficult to, comprehend what this stuff means, but this is better than any weather app can produce. Because look at all the uncertainty here. Actually, the forecast period for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days is very, very confident, as you can see. Because look at these lines here. They are pretty much all tight. So the next 8 or 9 days is very highly certain that we may have a heat wave, as you can see right here. If I can get this right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, 4 possible days in Worcester County, or this is centered in my area in Auburn. It's 4 days possible that we could have a heat wave next week. And temperatures are going to be in the low 90s, low to mid 90s, but the dew point temperature is going to make it feel like 100. Dew point temperatures are expected to be in the 70s, as you can see right there. Mainly in the 60s or 70s, maybe mid-70s possible. So with the temperature in the 90s, with the dew point around 70 on average, 65 to 70, I'm pretty sure the heat index is going to be at around 100 or so. So, since I like to be a National Weather Service geek, I would say to anyone right now, please do not leave any pets or any babies or things in the car, because it's going to get extremely hot and very dangerous to any dogs or animals. Do not leave anyone in there, and be careful for heat stroke and heat stress related issues. Make sure you drink a lot of water to make yourself not dehydrated. Don't be stupid in this heat wave right here. This is going to be a very serious heat wave, because this is going to be the first one of the season, and I'm pretty sure most people are not going to be used to it right away. So make sure your ACs are working properly so you are ready for the first heat wave of the season. And I'm being very serious in my voice right now because I'm a meteorologist, and I respect my viewers very greatly, and I want them to be very safe in this heat wave coming up, and be prepared for it. And I hope from my voice right there, I am being serious enough that I appreciate my viewers. Thank you. And also, I want to look at the chances for showers and thunderstorms on Friday, as you can see right here. This is Friday right here. It looks like we have. I appreciate you too, because I'm glad that someone knows how to use the stupid notification joggle on YouTube to get notified to my live streams every single time, because I'm figured that my live streams are very important, and when people miss it, it's their fault. And I see people say to me all the time that, oh, your live stream is a half an hour long. I'm not going to go back into your live stream and try to watch a half an hour worth of footage. Well, a live stream is meant for people to view it live. I'm not going to be live for 10 minutes because it's not worth it. It's like I need to tell people why I do live streaming. I do live streaming so people can comment it on me live. If I'm live for 38 to 40 minutes and you miss it, it's your fault. It's like, at this point right here, I can't stand people. If they're going to miss my live stream because they don't know how to use the YouTube app or use the subscription joggle for notifications, I can't help them. At this point forward, a friend of mine at work told me that I need to find my own little community of people that support the way I do it. I can't compete with the people on TV. I can't compete with the weather apps and stuff, so I have to do it my own way so people think that people appreciate the way I do it. And people have their right to look at TV and weather apps. Is all right by me, but I need to attract the right attention is what I'm trying to do right now. And as you can see right here, if it's all said and done, yes, that's exactly what I want to do now. I'm not gonna put any limits on myself because of what people say. I can be very short and sweet on this live stream. I started out this live stream by basically just going right into the details before I even started, because I know people that way that says I only want to know it in 50 seconds or less. I say fine, if you want to know it in 50 seconds or less, I just did it. So if it's all said and done here, it looks like we might get a lot of rain on Friday and Saturday. It all depends on the downpours and how bad those thunderstorms are, because if we take a look at the temperatures on Friday, it's going to be in the mid 80s. So that's definitely a lot of wind for potential thunderstorms, definitely. The dew point temperatures are going to be somewhere in the mid 60s, so dew point temperatures are not going to be that high. So I would say about a moderate chance of a severe thunderstorm or so. Maybe gusty winds and maybe frequent lightning is possible out of this. I won't really make it a severe day, but a couple are possible, because definitely if it's 85 degrees and there's a cold front coming from like the northwest, I'm pretty sure there may be a few severe thunderstorms, and I'm pretty sure there may be a line forming, because I think this line actually looks kind of incredible. I actually haven't looked at it, but let's look at some model simulations. Using Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Tropical Tidbits, for your great site. I think his name is Larry Colin. I like to cite it all the time. What a great website he has. Let's see. Let's take a look at the chances of showers and thunderstorms on Friday. There they are right there. And around noontime, they're going to start firing up. It's going to be hit and miss depending on how it sets up. So I'm going to say between a 50 to 70% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. That doesn't really look like a big chance right there. It looks like if I take this model right here, most of the action is going to be in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New York, Long Island. There may be a chance for showers and storms, as you can see right here. But these are model simulations, so I can't really I have to take this to a grain of salt. So what I can get out of here, at least from this model, anytime after noontime, eye to the sky, looking west, keep your radar very handy to make sure that you keep track of the thunderstorm. And I would recommend using windy.com or the Windy app, because the Windy app has lightning alerts on their radar, and it shows you the radar as well as the lightning too. So if you want to use that or weather bug to show you where the lightning and the storms are, you can do that. Or you can use like weather.cod.edu. That also shows you where lightning strikes are if you know how to use their satellite overlay. I use that all the time to make you prepared for Friday's storms. As you can see here, look at this. This NAM model is saying it's going to be aggressive. Look at this. You have a band all the way from Long Island all the way up into New Hampshire. As you can see, there's a line that's going to form. That looks kind of impressive. That's impressive there. So it looks like we're going to have some excitement to deal with on Friday afternoon, lingering into Saturday morning, and then the weekend is going to be absolutely beautiful. low humidity with dew points down into like I think the 40s and 50s, and temperatures only in the mid 70s. So this weekend is going to be fantastic under high pressure, and then once that high pressure system moves offshore, then we're going to get into a heat wave Tuesday through Friday. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what's going to happen Friday. This is probably going to be our very first chance of good thunderstorms. And that's 52 hours, so this model doesn't go out, that model doesn't go out, that only goes out 48 hours, so I really can't look at another model output here. Yes, it is going to be a great weekend. It's probably going to be the last spring-like weekend feel before summer starts cranking into our region. Yes. I don't, the best temperatures for me is mid 80s with a dew point around 60. I remember I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I think. I was sitting out doing some coloring, and that sun was so nice, being 85 degrees, and it was about like 60 dew point during that day, and I thought it was fantastic. When it gets to about mid 80s with a dew point around 60, I start getting hyper. I start getting my, excited and wanting to do stuff when it's hot. But doing work outside in the heat is a different story, but I love the heat. Alright, let's take a look at another model on this website here, because I think there is a experimental model that goes out 60 hours, which I can use. Alright, where was it? I want to actually use, nope, that's 48. We already looked at that one, that's 60. We already looked at that one. What else do we see here? Yeah, let's use this one right here. That goes out 60 hours. Let's take a look at this model. I know this thing says it's a prototype and not for decision making. You know what? I don't use this as decision making, but if this is a prototype and if it's overly aggressive, I like to look at model data that's overly aggressive, because I rather see an overly aggressive model than a under estimate model, because what's the worst thing can happen? The model overdoes it and then nothing happens, and then there's no damage and no one's hurt. So I'd rather have a model overdo it than underdo it, because if you underdo it, then that can cause more chaos and cause more panic. That's in my eyes. I'd rather see a model overdo it than underdo it in my eyes. So this is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, this model is not even being that aggressive. It's saying there's a chance of showers, but there's no big line there. This model doesn't seem like it's doing, it doesn't look very exciting here. That almost looks like a dying thunderstorm, yeah, it looks like a dying thunderstorm here. That doesn't really look that exciting to me right there. And it looks like pretty much most of the action is going to be gone by midnight. Some of the action may hang on into the morning in the eastern and southeastern Mass, but that model right there ain't really that exciting. I know there's one more model I can look at. This one's 60 hours. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, I don't even have my music playing because it just jumped right into it. But that's alright. You don't really need music all the time. Hey, No, I understand that this year has been very, very, very sad lately. You know, me and my buddy wants a good thunderstorm when we never get it. What is this? Hold on. Oh, that says 6.7. Wow, this model is not even up to date. Oh, okay, I guess I can't use that one. That model is not up to date there. So there's not really many models I can look at. Nah, I can look at this model right here, but it's not at high resolution. And now that says 612 right there. Okay, 18Z. Alright, Yeah, see, this is not as high resolution. And I don't know why I'm not using my pen. There's my pen. My pen's not working very well. This is not as high resolution, but you still get the idea. Anytime around noontime, there's showers and thunderstorms possible till midnight. See, this is like, I think 2 a.m. in the morning right there. Because if you -4, that's 2Z. And I think wait a minute. Let me get that straight there. 6Z, you would have to minus that, and it would be, I keep getting my math incorrect there. I think that's 2 a.m. in the morning. I believe so. Because 0Z would be 8 o'clock, and then you add 6 hours from 8 o'clock. I think, yeah, that is 2 o'clock in the night. You can see showers and storms are probably going to be lingering after midnight in southeast Mass, in the Cape and the Islands right there. So, that is being said, eye to the sky on Saturday. What I really want to look at next is the chances for rain for next week. Are we going to have any relief in terms of thunderstorms during the daytime? Or are we not? Let's take a look at that briefly. See that high pressure system right there? That's going to be giving us really, 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 really refreshing, nice weather for the weekend. Then here's the warm ridge that's going to be building in from this high pressure, bringing in southwest winds. That's going to be bringing in the heat. And we're going to have no relief in the heat from showers and storms. It looks like there's showers and storms developing in this area, but no relief for us. No, it doesn't look like any relief at all. I don't see nothing. Tablet's lagging just a tad, as I noticed there. I wouldn't be surprised with this air mass here. You might have an air mass thunderstorm here and there throughout this period, but as I can see right here, there's not really much of a good chance of any relief during afternoon thunderstorms. I don't see anything right here. I just don't see any relief in terms of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Let's take a look at the 500 millibars. Let's see what the 500 millibars is saying right here. A big high pressure system right here with that huge hot ridge. Yeah, it looks like it's just a bubble of hot high pressure. See, look at that swirl right there. There's a huge ridge. That's all high pressure flow. I don't think there's any chances of rain next week, as I can see right there. It's just going to be hot with no relief in the afternoon, so you gotta get prepared for this. This is going to be pretty tough for some people that are not used to the heat. Let's take a look at another model to make sure that, you know, I'm seeing things right here. Let's back up. There's that high pressure with beautiful weekend weather. See, this model right here is saying there's going to be waves of rain possible. Let's see that? So we have to wait and see when we get closer if there's going to be any, you know, cold front sweeping through our region, because it looks like from this model right here, it looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a chance of rain, as you can see there. Kind of interesting. Let's compare the 12Z run, because the Euro, when I looked at it, it was 12Z. This is also 12Z. The one I was just looking at is 18Z, so that's a different model run. So I want to look at 12Z versus 12Z. So I wouldn't be surprised to see next week with this hot and humid weather, daily chances of thunderstorms. So we just have to wait and see. It's very highly uncertain what will happen right there. But I wouldn't be surprised to see daily thunderstorms with that 80s and 90s with dew points 65 to 70. I wouldn't be surprised to see them. Oh, come on. As you can see, I'm at the same time, so it's lagging a little bit. Yeah, this model is saying that there's no rain chances either. It's all out to the west and northwest, as you can see. This is saying finally a cold front passes through Friday into Saturday, as you can see right there. But then it doesn't go out any farther. I think that was a good discussion because there's not really much more I can say. Right now, I'm just playing around, seeing if there's going to be any relief in the heat during the afternoons. There may be a chance of some daily thunderstorms during this hot weather stretch. I wouldn't rule that out. Alright, let's see what else I can find using the German icon model. As far as I can see, I think I would rule pretty much the whole entire next week to be mainly dry with maybe chances of shower storm, but it almost looks like that high pressure system is going to keep it dry. That high pressure system is a stable high pressure, and I don't think there's going to be any storms brewing from a cold front because that high seems to be keeping its stance way down over the water, and it's probably not allowing a cold front to move through because it's pretty much pushing a lot of warm humid air. But a high pressure system usually means fair weather when you talk about a high pressure system, because a high pressure system, the air sinks down and doesn't let air rise. So technically with this Bermuda high per se, it's going to be kind of hard to create thunderstorms or showers because of the high. You would really need like a cold front to try to like buckle that high pressure system. So I'm going to say a mainly dry, humid, hot week coming up next week with minimal chances of maybe daily afternoon thunderstorms, maybe possible due to how hot and humid it will be, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be much relief in the weather department. So you have any questions, Lisa? I'm pretty sure I kind of talked enough this evening here, and I thank you for watching. I'm glad you can catch a stream. Hey, there's 3 people live here, and I only have 1 chatter. Say hello. Say hello in chat, don't be shy. I appreciate you viewing my live streams. I've been doing this for 10 straight years, so you know what I'm talking about is true, because if I forecast for myself, why would I forecast for myself wrong for you guys? That doesn't make sense to me. If I do it wrong, then I need to learn from it. But if I don't have, people coming together having discussions with me, then I will never be able to learn, right? Yeah, it looks like all the rain is going to be around that huge ridge. See, it almost looks like a cold front is going to move in on Friday into Saturday, as you can see right there. And that cold front may linger. Let's take a look at that a little bit. Oh boy. Do you see that shift in the wind right there? Yeah, and then the winds are coming out of the northeast. That's a cold front. I think we're going to be having like Thursday, I think Tuesday through Friday, this heat blast, and the cold front comes down from Canada and shuts it off by the next weekend coming up. But then I think the heat and humidity might come right back in. Let's take a look. There's that 90, 95 on Friday. That cold front sweeps around on Saturday, drops the temperature about 10 or so degrees, but still warm. Then we get back up toward 90. Then we get back into the low 80s right there by the 24th. Yeah, that's probably because the cold front is sagging down, as you can see right there. High pressure from Canada, that's probably drier, more refreshing air from Canada. But then it looks like another low pressure system pushes up and makes it a hot and humid muggy mass right there. Wow, it looks like a lot of action right there. So we have the heat blast next week, and then we have a cold front Friday into Saturday right there. And it looks like there's almost like a wave of energy. You got that cold front right there, then you got this low pressure system riding along the jet stream, and then we get wet again by next week. Wow, look at that. So summer starts around the 20th to the 21st, so by the time we start summertime, are we going to be hot and humid and like icky like last summer? We have to wait and see. I'm looking at the AI. Hi Frank. Oh, I missed that. I was looking at the model data. You're welcome, Frank. After a certain age, exiting weather is overrated. Exciting weather. Yeah, that's alright. I have typos all the time. So, hey, Frank. Do you want a moderator status? So if people are rude in chat, you can ban people or time them out, etc. Because I can give you moderator status if you want it. I mean, I know you very well, and you're a very respectful person, so I might as well give you a moderator status. Hold on a minute, Frank. I just need to go into my own live stream on my phone so I can do that. If I right click this, I want to add you as moderator, and I want you a managing moderator. There you go, Frank. Now you're a managed moderator, so if there's any bad people on comment, you can time them out. If you think that they are being rude or disrespectful, you can do that on YouTube now. Now see how you have that little tool right there on chat? You're now a moderator. Which means if you suspect that someone's spamming and being rude or disrespectful, you can warn them before you ban them, or you can ban them straight outright. You can do that now. Because to be honest, I'd rather have moderators that I know and trust. Because if I do want to gain popularity on my YouTube, I'd rather have people that I know and trust that can keep the chat, in order. So if you miss anything, Frank, you probably know there's a heat wave coming. So I can summarize everything for you right now since I see you in chat. So today is the last day of that pesky low pressure system giving us daily cloud chances and rain chances. So by the time we get to tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, southwest winds should be blowing and temperatures should be in the low 80s. And we're going to have a cold front moving through on Friday afternoon that will give us showers and thunderstorm chances. I think it's going to be 50 to 70% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. There may be some severe weather warnings posted from this low pressure, this cold front, but I think it's about 50% chance. I think most of the action may sag into Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Long Island, New York. I don't think we are going to get the brunt of the cold front. I think most of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Long Island is going to get hit the most. We may get a line that forms north of that, but for the most part, I think it's a 50% chance. I think 50 to 70, but I think 50 is a good chance. That cold front moves out, high pressure builds behind it. This weekend is going to be a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Temperatures mid-70s, dew points really low in the 40s and 50s. That high pressure system moves out during during Sunday through Monday, and that allows the warm humid air to come in all next week. Tuesday through Friday, there's a chance for a heat wave if we are 90 plus for 3 straight days in a row. There's 4 days that we are possible that we can hit 90. Then another cold front is expected to move through Friday, Saturday, as I thought I just saw from this weather model. So I think the heat may break a little bit by next weekend, but I think the heat and humidity might come back with more chances of rain, as you can see right here. See this cold front right here Friday? It sags down, but it looks like there's a wave of moisture around the jet stream, so it may stop being unsettled 2 weeks from now. Not next week, but the week after that. So that's basically your summary, Frank. Enjoy the next... Oh, look at that. Thank you for telling me someone's live Xbox. I almost think that I almost think that is who is it? Jacob. I don't know if you remember Jacob. I think that's Jacob. His gamer tag. I think that's Jacob from work, a manager that used to be there. Well, let me back up. So, where are we? There may be daily chances of showers and storms throughout the whole week next week. As you can see from this model here, it's going to be so humid. I'm going to take that for a grain of salt, but I think most of the week is going to be dry next week. I think there's a cold front Friday into Saturday. As you can see, oh, that model is not developed, so I'm just going to use the 12Z run for my discussion. So here's the heat and humidity from this high pressure system bringing in southwest winds there. Most of the week should be dry. I wouldn't rule out a daily chances of showers or storms of how hot and humid it will be. Then I think a cold front will slide through this model same Thursday, as you can see right here. There's like a high pressure system right up here, 1030 right there. So sometime Thursday, Friday, there could be a cold front, as you can see. Then it may get unsettled during the weekend into early next week. As you can see, it looks like there's a lot of unsettled weather. Oh, look at that. Daily chances of showers and storms is probably going to be a soupy mess next week and into early the following week. I'm going out so far right now. I'm just having a little bit of fun tonight, Frank. You know, as a meteorologist, I can do that. You're welcome, Frank. Say hello to Sue for me. If you're watching, Sue, I hope everything goes well. I notice that you may be going into surgery. If you haven't done that already, I hope everything goes well. Don't be too nervous because, you know, doctors take care of you, I hope. I would think. I've been live for 38 minutes, so if no one has any more questions to me, I pretty much summarized it like almost 3 times in my live stream today, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm pretty proud of what I have done today so far. I had a little bit of a mental issue today at work, but I feel a lot better now after I took some rest. I will have a good day. You have a good day off tomorrow, Frank. Oh, no, nope, that's not Frank's, Lisa. Yes, I will have a good day tomorrow. I have to work, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because that's pretty much all I do is work and then sleep on my days off so I can get ready for my next stretch of the week. At least I don't have to work the weekend, so I can't complain. So at the end, I would like to show my sighting again. Thank you for Tropical Tidbits, weather.us, Pivotal. Great. If you didn't have your great sites, it wouldn't be possible for me to do so, really, because I wouldn't know where to find my data. So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. It was a very, very fun evening because I finally had viewership and finally having my live streams the way that I want to. Having people, you know, be live for me to talk to. So, have a good night, all. Yes, I am very proud of myself because what I'm thinking going forward, that I should not limit myself anymore for how someone should tell me how I should do my forecasting. Because to be honest, if someone wants to be short and sweet, then join my live stream, ask me a question in the middle, and I answer it in like 50 seconds to a minute, like people do on the TV when they do morning, like morning forecasts in a minute, traffic and weather together. Basically, I can do that easily. Good night. Good night, Lisa. Good night, Frank. God bless both of you, because I know you very well, and I know you won't get offended by that. Peace out, all. And I will be back most likely Friday afternoon to track those thunderstorms. And hopefully we will have a show. And hopefully I won't mess up my live stream like I did last time. Peace out. And I'll catch you in another one. 3, 2, 1. Bye.